everyone! So today I want to make an A4 size envelope, which will probably be similar to a letter size piece of paper in USA, so we call it A4 here. And I'm going to use a couple of sheets of 12 by 12 sort of heavy paper weight cards, light cards. Probably this is probably about 150 GSM, maybe something like that. So I've got two pieces of that, so I'll crack on and show you what I'm going to do. Okay, I'm just going to eyeball this. You could measure it if you wanted to. Hope I'm in focus. I'm going to measure my piece of paper, so I'm just going to eyeball it, although I could really use the grid on my board, but I'm too lazy to do that. So here we go, let's just eyeball. I want a little bit of space either side of the letter. I'm just going to mark that, and I'm also going to mark where this comes to down the bottom. So where I've made the pencil marks, as close as I can to those pencil marks, I'm just going to make a score line all the way down. Same where the other one is. And then finally along the bottom where I made this mark, I'm going to make another score line. Was. To snip across this corner, and I'm going to use that to roughly similar angle on this one, and I'm going to do the same thing on this corner. Just get a rough idea of what that angle should be. I need a second sheet of A4 of 12 by 12, and I need this to sit just inside of this gap, so I'm going to measure just a little bit smaller. Just measure a little bit smaller than, not much, just a fraction smaller, and I'm going to go and chop my paper now to that mark. So that fits in nicely into here, so I'm just going to pop my A4 size piece in there like so. I've pushed it right up against the bottom of the bottom flap, and then I'm just going to turn that over and measure where that comes to with my pencil, and I'm just going to snip that end off as well, chop that end off. Now with the piece that you've snipped off of your 12 by 12, I'm going to use that as my flap, so I want to measure the width of the envelope. I'm going to chop that off, and this is going to be your flap that flaps over. So I'm literally just going to fold that in half, so part of that is going to be tucked into your envelope like so, and then the top part I'm just going to give it some nice little angles again. So I've popped some double-sided tape onto the bottom part of my flap. I'm going to position that onto my envelope. And I want the crease line to be just below, or just above rather, where I'm going to pop that. So I'm happy with that, should do. And that's giving me my flap. Now I had this one last little piece of paper left, so I'm going to cut out 4 circles. You could probably get away with just doing 2, but I want to do 4 because I want them to be reinforced, I want them to be strong. And I'm going to glue these hole in the middle of both of them. And that's using the 1/8 of an inch hole punch. Now I need to decide where I want my little circles to go, because these are going to be the closure of my envelope. So again, I'm just eyeballing, but I think about there. Put a little spot there. Trust me to put it on the only bit that's got glossy paper that I can't mark on. And there. Those are my 2 spots. And I'm going to punch holes on those. Say 1/8 of an inch. Now I'm going to add my little circles with some little tiny eyelets that I've got, 1/8 of an inch eyelets. I mean, this part is optional, you don't need to do this. I just think it makes it a really special envelope, and that's what I wanted to make, a really special envelope. So I'm going to pop double-sided tape on now, just arranging where I want my little back piece, this piece to go. And I'm just going to peel off the bottom piece first, secure that down. Now I've got some baker's twine, so I'm just going to cut a length of that off, and first of all tie it onto my little closure. Do a double knot just to make sure it's nice and secure. Cut off that excess bit, go back and then wrap around like so. And then just to finish it off, I've grabbed a bead from a bead box and I'm going to thread that on. A4 envelope. A bit of a posh one.